This wasn't just betrayal, this was calculated, deliberate, and unforgivable. Electra Forrester finally knows the truth, and it changes everything. Because the woman she trusted, the woman who was supposed to protect her, is the same one who destroyed her relationship. And now, there's no turning back. Electra is done guessing, done doubting, done being in the dark. She wants answers right now. And she's going straight to Ivy Forrester. You can feel the tension before a single word is even spoken. Electra is furious. Not just angry, but deeply hurt. Because this wasn't a misunderstanding, this was manipulation, this was someone watching her suffer and doing nothing to stop it. And that's what hits the hardest. Electra demands the truth, no more lies, no more excuses. She already knows what Ivy did. Stealing the letter, planting Will Spencer's necklace, pushing her toward RJ Forrester, every single move, planned, every step intentional. And now, Ivy has nowhere to hide. But here's where it gets worse. Ivy doesn't deny it. She admits everything, calmly, almost coldly. Yes, she stole the letter. Yes, she planted the necklace. Yes, she manipulated the entire situation, and she doesn't even hesitate. That alone is enough to shake Electra to her core, because this isn't someone caught in a mistake. This is someone who chose to do it. Over and over again. Electra waits. There's a moment, a small fragile moment, where maybe, just maybe, Ivy will apologize. But it never comes. And that silence says everything. Because instead of regret, Ivy doubles down. She stands by what she did. She believes it was right. And that's the real shock. Ivy looks at Electra and tells her that what she did was necessary, that Electra needed to be protected from Will. Because in Ivy's eyes, Will Spencer is nothing more than another heartbreaker, another Spencer who will hurt her again and again, and Ivy refuses to stand by and watch that happen, so she took control, she forced the situation, she pushed Electra away from Will and toward RJ. In her mind, she fixed everything. But Electra, she's not seeing protection, she's seeing betrayal, and that difference is everything. Electra can't believe what she's hearing. There's no remorse, no guilt, no hesitation, just justification, and that's what breaks something inside her, because it's not just about what Ivy did, it's about how she feels about it. No regret, no apology, no understanding of the damage she caused, and that's not even the biggest shock. Ivy actually thinks Electra should be grateful for being manipulated, for being lied to, for having her relationship destroyed behind her back. That's when everything snaps. Electra explodes. This isn't controlled anger anymore. This is raw, emotional, unfiltered. She calls Ivy out for everything. For crossing a line that should have never been crossed. For treating her like she couldn't make her own choices. For deciding what was proper for her life without asking. And Ivy, she doesn't back down. Not even a little. She holds her ground. Still convinced she did the right thing, still convinced Electra is better off, and that's what pushes Electra even further, because now it's not just about the past, it's about the future. Electra starts to realize something painful. This isn't someone she can trust anymore, this isn't someone she can rely on, this isn't even someone she wants in her life. And that realization hits hard. Because Ivy isn't just anyone, she's family. But what Ivy did, it goes beyond family. It breaks something deeper. Electra reaches her breaking point, and she makes it clear she's done with the lies, done with the manipulation, done with Ivy, and that's not something she says lightly. You can feel the weight behind it. Because this isn't just anger speaking, this is final, this is a line being drawn. Electra may not say the word outright yet. But it's there, that distance, that separation, that feeling that there's no coming back from this. And honestly, after everything that's happened, can there be? But just when you think this situation couldn't get more explosive, it does. Because this isn't only about Electra and Ivy, there's another side to this story, and it's about to collide. Hard. Over with Will. Things are already tense. There's no peace, no calm, just conflict. Because RJ isn't holding back. He's going after Will again, Another round of insults, another round of Spencer trash talk. And it's personal, it always is. RJ makes it clear how he sees Will, and Will, he's not staying quiet this time, not anymore. Because something shifts, something inside him pushes back. And what he says next, it cuts deep. Will fires back, he throws it right in RJ's face. That RJ isn't even a true Forrester, that Maroney blood runs through his veins. And just like that, the tension spikes. Because now, this isn't just about Electra, this is about identity, about family, about who belongs and who doesn't. And neither of them is backing down. But here's the thing. While they're fighting each other, they have no idea what's really coming, because the truth, the full truth about what Ivy did, hasn't even reached Will yet. And when it does, everything changes. Will Spencer has been fighting in the dark, arguing, defending himself, trying to make sense of a breakup that never quite added up. But now, the truth is coming, and it's about to hit him all at once. Because Will doesn't know yet. He doesn't know that Ivy Forrester was behind everything, the distance, the confusion, the collapse of his relationship with Electra. None of it was natural, none of it just happened. It was created by Ivy, and the moment Will finds out, that's when everything explodes. Because suddenly, all the pieces fall into place. Every moment that felt off, every reaction that didn't make sense, every turn that led them further apart, it all leads back to one person, Ivy. And Will's reaction, immediate, intense, unfiltered. Because this isn't just anger, this is realization. This is understanding that something was taken from him, that his relationship didn't fail on its own, it was sabotaged. And that changes everything. Will doesn't hold back. He goes straight at Ivy, and this time, it's not confusion driving him, it's clarity. He calls her out. For interfering, for manipulating, for thinking she had the right to control their lives. And you can feel it. That shift in energy, because now it's not just Electra standing against Ivy, it's both of them, and that makes this confrontation even more powerful. Electra and Will, on the same side. For the first time since everything fell apart. But here's where it gets even more intense. They're not just angry, they're united in that anger, and Ivy, she's standing alone, facing both of them, still defending herself, still refusing to admit she went too far. Even now, even with everything exposed, she holds on to her belief that she was protecting Electra, that Will was the problem, that everything she did was justified. But at this point, those words don't land anymore, they don't fix anything, they don't soften the damage, because the damage is already done. Electra doesn't see protection, she sees control. Will doesn't see concern, he sees interference. And together, they make it clear, Ivy had no right. No right to step into their relationship, no right to manipulate their choices, no right to destroy something that wasn't hers to touch. And that's the core of it. This wasn't Ivy's decision to make, but she made it anyway, and now she has to face the consequences. But here's where it gets worse. Even as both Electra and Will confront her, even as they lay everything out, Ivy still doesn't back down. She keeps defending herself, keeps insisting she did what was best. And that's what makes this so final, because without accountability, there's no way forward. No way to rebuild, no way to repair what's been broken. Electra sees it clearly now, there's nothing left to salvage, no trust, no understanding, no relationship. And that realization is heavy, because cutting someone off, especially family, it's never easy, but sometimes, it's necessary. Electra reaches that point, she draws the line, and this time, it's undeniable, she wants nothing to do with Ivy, not now, not after this. And maybe, not ever again. That distance becomes real, that separation becomes permanent. And Ivy, for the first time, she's truly alone in this. But even now, she still believes she was right. And that's what makes this ending so powerful, because there's no resolution, no apology, no closure, just consequences, just broken trust. Just relationships that may never be repaired. And the biggest question of all, what happens next? Because Electra and Will now know the truth, they know what tore them apart, they know who caused it. But knowing the truth doesn't undo the damage, doesn't fix what was broken, doesn't erase what they went through. So where does that leave them? Can they move forward from this? Or is the damage too deep? And what about Ivy? Will she ever realize the line she crossed? Or will she continue to believe she was right, no matter what it cost? Because one thing is clear. Nothing will ever be the same after this. Do you think this changes everything for Electra and Will? Or is it already too late? Subscribe for daily The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers and updates.